In the chat. Have I missed anything? Right, let's get Mind of Andy up. Right, let's see Mind of Andy's hairdo. Everyone, shall we? Let's see Mind of Andy. Did you say you got a wig?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, let's do this. There you are. Yo.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Hold on, let me close my door.
Okay. What are you up to, man?
What?
Oh,
yeah.
What is that? Oh, hang on. Let me fix the thing. Hang on. Yo, let's see the wig then. So, shall I put your full view? Should we check this out, everyone? Do you mind? Or is that freaky? That is really realistic, actually. Solo layout.
Yeah.
Yo, what did you make that?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god. So that's like for cancer victims and things like that?
Yeah. And it was the first wig that me and my friend ever made, too.
Dude, all from one head of hair, kind of.
Yeah.
That's fucking realistic, man. That's brilliant. Yo, that's amazing. You'd never know, right?
Yeah.
It's so
I
clever.
was just like, I haven't gotten a chance to post it on my YouTube yet. But normally it would take like 4 hours to make one, and it only took me and my friend an hour and a half to make.
Dude, can you make me one if I ever need one? Just saying.
Yeah.
Yo, do you know what? For the zombie apocalypse, I'm gonna get you in my team just in case I experience some male pattern baldness from the stress of it all. Alright?
Okay.
Because I want to look good for the zombie apocalypse, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I was just surprised on how it came out.
That's fucking awesome. Dude. Well, what does everyone think? Oh, well, Dylan Lee likes the wig. Hello, Dylan Lee. Dylan Lee. Don't know how to say that. Sophia says, what you saying? The Bat Rescue would have made a great video. I'd like to hear the noise it made. Yes, Dragon Sage. Let's hear the bat. Can we hear the bat? In fact, can we have a babble box with a bat? Because that's just fun. Can we do that? Well, Mind of Andy,
that would be amazing.
It would be pretty fucking awesome. What do you want to do then, Mind of Andy? Should we do a babble box? What should we do? What do you want to do?
I don't mind what we do.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Right, do I have any wigs? No, but I have hair. I have just normal hair. There you go. Real.
Me too.
Totally
under
real.
this, but it's a mess.
Oh yeah? Well, yours is yours short normally, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's amazing what the hair does. It totally changes someone's look, doesn't it? Can you put it behind your ears? Like, let's see it behind the ears.
Yeah.
Yo, that is amazing. Have you tried? Well, I don't suppose you tried any like bobs and hair do's with it, but you could probably do it.
All I've done is just like put it back in a hair tie.
Awesome, fucking awesome. Were you donning some leather pants on Facebook the other day, by the way? I'm pretty sure you were.
Yeah, that was new pants I bought for school.
That's for school? What school did you go to? A BDSM school? What the?
No. I would, but no.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you fucking would. The youth today, people. The youth today. There you go. There's probably a school like that in California. Just saying.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, Mind of Andy, well, shall we do a babble box since you're here? Because, you know, there's been no takers so far, so it'd be good to do one.
I know.
Alright, should we do one then? Well, you want to just hang out and chat for a bit. Alright, well, you can just keep the show going until someone's brave enough to jump on. How about that then? Hell21 says, looks great. Brandy needs a merkin too. Can you make a merkin for Brandy? Do you know what one is? Do I have to explain it to you? Okay.
I don't know what that is.
It's apparently, in fact, shall I look up an official definition so I don't butcher it? But here we go. I do basically know what one is, but a merkin. A merkin is a pubic wig, especially for women. It is placed over the genitals to simulate pubic hair and to keep the private parts from full exposure. There you go, Mind of Andy.
I mean, if I trimmed her hair, like if I cut her hair some, I probably wouldn't be able to make one. Because she has some long hair.
Well, I think she wants to braid her merkin, though, to be fair. So, I think
Yeah,
she
with
likes
how
it.
long my aunt's hair is, could cut some of that off. Put it in a little braid. Sorry, Aunt Brandy, but...
Yeah. Second point, then what the fuck has Brandy got Michael? I prove you nothing, Uncle Fester. What? For what? Christmas? What do you mean? A large merkin would do your head saggy. Why, has Saggy got a little head? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I've got a small cranium in a sense. Like, I've actually got sort of a smaller head in a way.
So do I.
Yeah. I just hope I keep hair, or I'm just going to stay good friends with Mind of Andy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So yeah, the mannequin that we did the wig on had a small head. We just had to stretch it out a bit with the hair dryer.
Okay.
Just to make it fit my head. So I wore it 8 hours yesterday, 4 hours on Tuesday, and about, so far, 30 minutes today.
To what? To fit the head? Oh no, to make it. You have to make it on a head. Is that what you're saying?
We made it on a fake head, a mannequin head, but just a fake head.
Why did you have to wear it all that time?
Well, I wore it because I liked it and the color of it, and plus it reminds me of when I have long hair.
Nice.
Because
So
my
you
hair
actually
isn't long anymore.
got you. So you actually, one of the perks of this is you get to keep the wig.
Yeah.
So just so everyone knows, what is it you're studying in terms of the hair dressing course or whatever it's called? What's the name?
So I am in cosmetology school. For people who don't know who that is, it's for hair, makeup, and then there's a section of what people do for skincare, like for facials, to get like a face massage and everything. And then there's a nail tech program, which is a nail technician, and that you go to a nail salon and get your nails done.
Nice.
But I'm in the part that for the hair.
That's all. Well, Michael's asking a good question. Where did the hair come from? Did you actually? How did you get it?
The hair comes from Asia, Europe, India, and somewhere else. Because,
Different places. It's all different hair.
Yeah, because the Indian culture will actually shave off their hair and put it in little bundles and ship it to the US. But the most expensive hair is actually European hair.
Wow. White supremacy, just say.
Yeah.
Wow, isn't that mad? So, but is that one consistent head of hair, or are you saying it's made a different sort of hair?
This is one consistent head of hair.
So that's one person's hair?
I would probably say yes.
Because it's long, man. It's fucking long. So that's dedication.
So it was 18 inches, but then me and my friend dry cut it without wetting the hair, and now it's down to 16 inches.
Okay.
Which is still long.
I mean, it's still really long, yeah. It takes people ages to grow it that long. I'm surprised it's so long. Amazing. Graveyard hair is 100% profit. Wow, Michael. Indeed. Well, actually, I do wonder how many... Who knew that was a whole market? I just never thought of it long and hard.
I knew about, human hair wigs and, synthetic hair, but I never knew where it came from until the beginning of this week.
That's amazing. Yeah, well, I've seen the sort of, the fake hair, like the, I don't know, plastic fibre sort of hair or whatever it is that they do. And it just doesn't look as real, but yeah. Hell21 says, my hair used to come from Russia. F you, Putin. F you, Putin.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you call it, Hell? What do you call it? Extensions, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Hell is into, or did a course similar to the, what do you call it, cosmetology or something?
Yes.
Pretty sure she's done something similar to that. Yeah. LOP, but it's dyed. Southeast Asians have black hair. Is that what you said? Southeast Asian, or it's probably more northern?
I'm not sure. They said Asia. So.
Okay. Man, imagine. So that's probably come from a gulag, hasn't it? It's probably come from a prison camp of a bunch of people that, a bunch of dissidents. You're probably wearing a bunch of Chinese dissidents' hair right now. They got
Probably.
slaughtered. And but you know, at least
It still looks good.
it's Uyghur hair. It's Uyghur hair. You probably don't know what that means, but anyway, there's been a sort of alleged genocide of the Uyghur population in China, so some people say, and organ harvesting and all sorts of horrible things. But dude, human trafficking for sexy wigs. Human trafficking for sexy wigs. Who knew? Mr. Paul wants a wig made of gorilla hair, gorilla ass hair. Oh my god. Actually, mind of Andy, you could probably put together a pretty good fake Bigfoot costume now, couldn't you? Just saying.
Probably.
I think you could. Well, let's do this, mind of Andy. This is what I'm feeling, just to sort of get the show rolling. Let's do a Babble Box, me and you. Let's do it, and then, you know, let's see if it inspires anyone else to do one. Which one do you want out of the three? You've done them all, I think, or I think you have. Most of them.
I believe I did all three of them.
I don't know. You've definitely done the Red Light District, because remember that you saying that was your favourite. I think you did the beach. I think, but I don't know. Did you?
I don't think so. I know I've done the train.
You definitely did the train, and maybe
I've done the actual phone booth.
The original one.
Yeah.
Then let's do the beach together, shall we?
Yeah.
Alright everybody, we're going to do a Babble Box, because that is what this show's called. It's called Babble Box. So here you go. Let's see what we can do, fam. Bear with me, mind of Andy. Let me get it ready. Hang on. Right. Mind of Andy. Good to see you again. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Well, Mind of Andy's just been showing us all her wig that she made out of real human hair, and we're all very worried about where it might have come from, but it looks sexy, so that's the main thing. Go on, what do you want to talk about? Is there anything in particular you want to get into?
Oh, well, I know everybody was, like, in the chat was talking about God, you know.
About God? I mean, do you have any thoughts on that at all?
Well, I used to believe in God, like, a while back.
Yeah?
Like, before my brother passed away, but, like, now I'm kind of in the middle.
Okay, and by the way, let me just say this. I have just seen you, David Bruce, and Savage Paw. Bear with me, fam. I can't wait, but I've only just clocked you. So you said you used to believe in God before, but you don't anymore?
I'm, like, in the middle about it. Like, I do what I do.
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, do you think where do you lean? Do you think we're some sort of random happenstance, like an accident or whatever, or do you think there's a sort of higher power, higher intelligence, or anything like that behind, you know, everything?
I mean, after my brother passed, I, like, still, like, believed in him.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, probably a couple months after, I really, like, started, like, not to believe in him. But for the past year now, I've been in, like, the middle of it. Like, do I believe? Like, do I not believe? I'm just kind of in the middle about it.
Well, let's put it a different way, because I don't even think of God as necessarily a him or her anymore. I see it as something that is absolute, you know, is the fundamental foundation of the reality that seems to be appearing to us, right? And I do believe, or I believe I've been able to ascertain that we are one in nature and spirit with whatever that is, right? That's deathless, that's immortal, that's pristine, that's perfect, you know, that is formless, whatever, all the things I'm always talking about. So, as it pertains to you, do you feel, I mean, how do you feel about the idea? Do you think you're merely mortal? Do you believe that your thoughts and mind are merely generated for a short period of time by the brain, as modern day sort of Western science says? Or do you think there's a sort of an awareness behind the mind that perhaps has a more divine, infinite nature? You see, they're sort of the essential two propositions. I mean, how do you feel about both of those?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. Do you believe consciousness is generated by the brain?
No, because I don't hear my conscience ever saying anything, so...
Hey, that's pretty deep. So what, there's a part of you that is the witness of all things that happen internally in your mind and externally in the so-called world, right?
Yeah.
There's something that you'd have to call you that is the awareness of all those things, right? So there's an experience, and you are the experiencer of that experience, right?
Yeah.
Right, and it's like, I mean, so what do you think the qualities are of the observer of mind? It's a deep question, mind Evander. Throwing it at you, but throwing you in the deep end at mind Evander, but what do you think? Like, let's put it this way: if form is a concept appearing only in the mind, being apprehended by the observer, then does the observer have form? Let's put it that way.
Probably.
Well, what makes you think probably? Because I would say not, because form is a concept. Form is just a concept that appears in mind, that we label as having solidity, location, size, weight, but it's all a sort of description of something that appears essentially only in mind. So if all form is a sort of an electrical signal being sort of, I don't know, put back together in in a sort of meaningful way on the screen of the mind, let's say, in order that we can interpret it, or whatever, do you think that that which observes so-called form has form?
No.
There you go. It's intuitive, isn't it? So you start to realize that what you are is quite profound. What you really are is the witness of experience itself, yet it has no form. Here's another thing. There is no object in the known universe that can see. Not even eyeballs can see. You know, lenses. Well, if you think about it, a lens, you can at least say the brain sees. That's the most you could say, is like the brain sees or the mind sees. But you need the meaningful interpretation of the input of light through a lens, an eyeball or a camera, in order for it to be able to say there's any seeing occur. Now, ultimately, if there is not the witness or the observer behind the interpretation by the brain of what it of the inputs coming into the eyeball, let's say in this case, you'd have to say that the observer and the observer alone has the ability to perceive. You see? So there's another quality of the observer that we're able to chase down, that it has no form and it has the unique ability to perceive consciousness itself, you know? So what do you think if I asked you? You follow?
Yeah.
So, I mean, is that helpful in any way? Like, because rather than wondering if you believe in God or not, I think what we have to do is start to chase down what we are, start to understand what we are in order to find God. Because when you realize what you are, you realize that you are already unbounded, you're already beyond all suffering and things like that. If you have no form, you have no problems. If you have no form and you have no problems, then your nature is serene. There's a third quality we can describe the observer as having. inherently or something, is its nature is serene. You know, and you're getting very close all of a sudden to describing something that resembles what many call heaven or God nature. So what do you think? Is that useful to you in any way, looking like that at yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate I've thrown you in the deep end here. You know what I mean, Mind of Andy? Like, this is, you know, I've spent years sort of looking at this sort of stuff, but I mean, what does that make you think? How do you want to respond? I don't know. We can talk about anything else.
Like, I do believe in heaven and hell because, like, you know, I believe that my brother's up in heaven, but
yes.
like, I'm still like, okay, like, so since my brother's up in heaven, should like I believe in God? Like, it's like that for me.
Right, well, I'll say this about your brother from the way I look at things. Your brother's true nature is deathless, and your brother's true nature is heavenly, is tranquil, always happy, right? You ever notice, Mind of Andy, that there's a quiet bit of you, a silent bit of you, that's always serene and still, even when things are noisy, turbulent, scary? You ever notice there's a quiet bit of you that never changes?
Yeah.
We all know it. You know, when we're asked, we know it. And your brother, that is his true nature. So I would say, of course, he's in heaven, because he is the nature, the same one nature as heaven, or whatever you'd say. Like, he's one in quality with what we describe as heaven. So, and then you should ask, what about God? Well, if everything is made of tranquility, because everything that appears is an illusion, so there are no qualities other than the absolute qualities which we just described, serenity itself, then even pain and suffering is made of serenity. It's all a bit of an illusion. It's all a bit of the trick of the mind, you see. So you just found God. God is one with that. It's like God and heaven are one and the same kind of thing. God is the being, heaven is his nature, or his or her or its nature. Mind of Andy, we've got 10 seconds left. Lovely speaking to you, really. And what do you want to say?
I don't know. So, stop being pussies and join.
Stop being pussies and join, everyone. Yeah. There you go, fam. There you go. Thank you, Mind of Andy. That was fucking awesome. We have a follow-on call with David Bruce is up next, and then Savage.